So I'm with Michael, and I'm comparing our white shirts together. I'm chilled. He's not. But more than that, I'm really excited to be with Michael Wood. Can you introduce yourself to everyone else, please?
Sure. I'm Michael Wood, and I'm Australia's Consul General in Chicago, which is responsible for the Midwest of the United States. I get 11 states that people normally fly over, but that we do a lot of business with.
And what does that mean? Like, do you help business transition or grow and set up businesses in America?
Yeah, so the Australian government tries to be available to all Australian businesses that might be able to export or invest in the United States. But we also look for American companies that might want to come back to Australia and invest in what we're doing here, including in new and innovative activities that Australians are.
So innovation's always been a very strong point in Australia. That's what I think, because we have in Sydney we have the quantum computing, and we're leading in quantum computing, and startups is becoming a new trendy word. And in Australia, we're quite conservative. So what do you think is the difference between businesses in Australia mindset and startup mindset?
Look, I think probably the thing that has struck me most being in the United States in the last couple of years is just witnessing the willingness to take risk and the willingness to fail.
And appetite.
And the appetite for this and the willingness to come back after failing and trying something new. There's a lot greater acceptance that companies will go bankrupt and that people will bounce back with new ideas. Banks support this. We have a lot more capital in the US that's available for what might look like a crazy idea, but that ends up being a Facebook or a Google.
So do you think like some of the money could like come back to Australia, and then we could like be globally viable place for startups to hang out?
No, absolutely. Of course we can, because what we have, or I think we have to recognise what we've got, and we have a fantastic education system that is generating really bright young people with lots of ideas, an increasingly global outlook, more than most countries. Australians travel out and look out, and that's something we need to learn to capitalise on, and we need to tell other people that when they come here, they have this amazing resource of talent and ideas.
So we have like pretty much the future is here because we have that kind of future bright side and attitude that we should capitalise on.
Yeah, and we have fantastic expertise in areas like agriculture. We've got fresh and green story to tell people that we can capitalise on as well.
So is there a particular sector in terms of like tech and innovation that you're excited about and that you're keeping an eye out on?
Well, absolutely, in the agriculture and food sector in particular, and that's what the Midwest in the United States does very well. We have relationships already between American companies and Australian companies. We need to learn to get our younger, brighter people to be part of that
conversation,
that environment, that conversation. Yeah.
How can people and businesses interested in learning what you said today connect with you? LinkedIn is the best choice?
Sorry, I missed that.
How can people connect with you? Is LinkedIn the best choice?
Yeah, or they can contact me at the Australian Consulate-General in Chicago. I don't mind if everybody has my email address. It's michael.wood@dfat.gov.au.
And just to make everyone value your time, who do you want to help the most? What kind of people would you want them to reach out to you?
Right, okay. So look, I think there are probably, it immediately springs to mind that we want to help Australian companies that are in the business and looking to actually expand their opportunities. That's one class of people. But then what we also always need is a pipeline of new, fresh energy, ideas, new companies. And if we're not nurturing those new players, then in 5-10 years' time, we've got a stagnant Australian pipeline. So we are desperate to help people who want to make it into the United States. And my department, the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, is looking to do the same for everybody around the world. So we are very focused on the pipeline. We're very focused on fresh ideas.
Pipeline. It's all about the pipeline, people. Thank you, Michael.
No, pleasure. Thanks very much.